Scott, first of all, congratulations on the win last week at the RBC Canadian Open. If we can get you to look back at that win for us.
It's been a whirlwind since I won. I guess I didn't realize how big of an event it was until I won it, and it's just amazing, and I'm so excited. It was a great week, and I think the longer I get removed from the tournament, the more I realize, kind of what I've done. So, pretty cool.
And talk a little bit about being here, making your first start in a World Golf Championships event.
I'm excited. I obviously would have loved to defend in Reno and try to defend, but this is, I think, a step in the right direction for my career. I've always wanted to play here at Firestone. Just seeing it on TV and watching it, it's always looked like a place I thought I would play well, and I've wanted to be here. So I'm excited to be here and excited to get going out on the course.
All right, open it up to questions. Maybe let's go to Jeff.
So you said you didn't realize how big an event it was until you won it. So give us details. How big is it?
Well,
what have you found out?
It's one of the oldest tournaments, in golf. I guess just the names on the trophy, just looking at that. I guess what sort of put it in perspective for me was it's the U.S. Open of Canada. And, so many great players have won there. And, the history at Hamilton, that's what I've learned so far. It's, I guess it's, in a way, it's a little overwhelming, learning as I go. It just kind of naive walking into the situation, I guess, a little bit. So he finished second 7 times, though, I heard. That's one other thing I learned. Thanks.
Any concern about being ready on Thursday?
I'm just a little tired. Sunday night turned into 5 a.m. Monday morning pretty quick. Just adrenaline pumping and just laying, staring at the ceiling, 250 text messages, and it's, I think I'll be all right.
Who was the coolest message or voicemail or whatever you got?
I got one from George Lopez. He's a pretty funny guy. He said, "Way to go, pimp." And I said, "Well, we both know that you're the pimp, not me." So he's a pretty cool guy.
Mark?
What are the logistics like for you? You're all set you were scheduled to go to Reno. How do you change gears and get here? And what sort of imposition did that put on you and the people close to you?
It was a blur after I won. I did some media stuff. I did some stuff in the clubhouse for some of the volunteers and the clubhouse people, and my agent was with me, and he took care of most of it. He's like, "All right, we're getting in the car. We're going to the hotel." We missed our flight. Obviously, I was supposed to fly back to Vegas before I went to Reno, so I missed that flight. My mom does a lot of my flight reservations, so she actually got the money back or whatever. And then it was a matter of trying to get a flight from Toronto to here, and then setting up hotel reservations. So it was we didn't leave Toronto till Monday about 2 o'clock, so we had plenty of time to kind of get it figured out. But it was definitely a lot of balls up in the air at one time.
Was your mom on the phone begging the airline for a refund, or I didn't know they did that?
Well, or you get credit or change fee. I don't know. So
You said you thought you would fit this place. I just wondered why you felt that way when you watched it on TV.
I know that it's long. I usually hit it pretty far. I like an older style golf course, with the trees that give you something to aim at and like a direction of the hole. So, just from TV, I know TV doesn't give you everything, but that's kind of what I see. Last year, no, winning Reno got me into the PGA. I think I got the last spot last year.
What's the next event you're going to win and change your schedule?
hopefully this week. So I don't know how much that changed the schedule, but hopefully.
Yeah, I'm always interested in what other players, how they respond. What's it been like? And probably not a lot of guys are here so far, but the guys who are here, what's the reaction been like?
I think they're just happy for me. A lot of congratulations, a lot of text messages, caddies, tour reps, just everybody saying congrats, great way to go. It's, I hope everybody's happy for me.
Doug?
Thanks, Scott. I think Capoeira was probably your first event with no tackle, where you basically got paid no matter what you shot that week.
I think so, yeah.
Now you're in your first world event. I'm just wondering, from your time kind of on the outside, what did you think of those events, and has it changed your perspective now that you've been in it?
Well, my perspective was to get into them. Along with that, my goal's been to get to the top 50 in the world so that I get into them all. I think that it allows you to, play freer, to really showcase what you can do, to move up, to move your career along, and it's something that you always want to play in.
Kind of along those lines, were you convincing yourself that you are a top 50 player, or belong in that group, or was it more of a case of being frustrated because you felt you were that kind of player and just weren't quite there yet?
I think it's both. I think I thought I should be there, and I was frustrated that I wasn't, and I still am not. So I still got a ways to go. I'm closer. But I think first you have to believe that you are in that category, and then I think secondly you have to go prove it. And the not proving it part was frustrating me. So pretty much this whole year, I guess this last year, I think I looked back, and a year ago this time I was 400 in the world or something, and so it's been trending in the right direction.
You have to try to keep yourself from getting antsy. I would think, as you climb up the ladder, kind of don't try to grab it all too quick, or.
I think you get lost in the process. As long as you, like winning on Sunday, I never thought about winning until the 18th fairway. I thought if I could make a birdie, I'll win. So I didn't think about winning the whole week, and then I ended up winning. Where if it's just staying in the process of playing well, hitting each shot well, finishing each tournament well. If you accumulate that at the end of the year, that hopefully I'll achieve my goals.
I'm just wondering how far back you go watching this on TV. I assume you haven't seen any of the old World Series of golfs or anything.
I wouldn't even know, to be totally honest.
I'm sure they were in color.
Yeah.
What does it say? What would you say to the guy who is 400 in the world today about your journey from 400 last year to sitting right here today talking about a win a few days ago?
Just work hard. You have to believe in yourself and work hard. I think first you have to believe in yourself, and then you have to go do what you think you can do. And I think that's what's helped me.
Is that hard to hang on to sometimes?
Through the bad times, definitely. Golf is so up and down, and can be so low, and it can be so high. And definitely during low times, you got to just remind yourself, hey, you are good enough to do what you think you can do, and you got to keep going.
All right.
You mind one more on left field? Why did you start playing golf? At what age, how did that happen? And the more important question for me is, why did you stick with it?
I started when I was 8. A buddy of mine on my soccer team was a good golfer, and after a soccer game, I went to his house, and we went to the school right down the street, and he was hitting balls at the school, and I said, let me try that. Did it pretty much as good as he was, and he was one of the best players of his age. Thought it was fun, and like 2 years later, I was beating him, and just continued to play, and for fun, and I was pretty good. And as I got older, I think I put a lot more pressure on myself to be good, and I've always thought that I should be out on tour, and I guess that kind of drove me.
So it was kind of a results-based thing, not necessarily a score, but the fact that you saw yourself doing pretty good, getting better, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, and I don't think I'm that smart, so I don't know what job I'd be doing right now.
I didn't want to say that.
I'll say it for you. No, it's, you know what, it's, I was a pretty good soccer player, and I was a pretty good golfer, and I played majority soccer, and I played pretty much 5 months out of the year golf full time because I played year-round soccer, and had a pretty good AJGA in high school and stuff, and then I went to college, and not until my senior year in high school did I quit soccer and play full-time golf. So it was I saw myself going farther with the golf than the soccer, and I had a family and a support system that stood behind me to where I didn't need to work, get a summer job. They would support me, and as long as I was working hard on the golf course, then they were supporting me. So, and from there, I just believing in myself and people around me, getting me there was a big part of it.
You find it easier to measure your progress in golf than soccer?
Y-
How do you know how good you're getting in soccer?
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you why I quit soccer. We went to regionals, and we won the state. We went to regionals, and I played sweeper, and we got beat like 5-1, 4-0, 4-0, 4-0, and I scored the only goal of the tournament. I played defense. I scored on a free kick. It's one of those tournaments you feel like you just play like Superman, and you get pounded. And I was like, you know what? I have no control of this. I said, and I walked off the field after the last game, and I said, Mom, I quit. I said, I'm going with golf. And I think I've played soccer 3 times since. So.
What was your buddy's reaction when you beat him the first time?
I don't.
So you still speak?
He actually grew up next door to me. We ended up moving. Our parents moved to the same cul-de-sac when we were probably 10 years old, and so I'm still close with the family, and I hope their family's happy.
Speaking of soccer, I know you've been busy. I don't know how much time you had a chance. Have you seen any of the Olympics? Are you an Olympics fan? And what do you think about golf?
Yeah, I haven't seen much of it. I think I've been watching the gymnastics of what I've seen. I just think that's amazing. What those people do are awesome. And, the golf in the Olympics, I'm excited to see it. I don't know a lot about it quite yet, but, I'm looking forward to seeing how it goes.